always kill my brows, but they always kill me in the process of me creating them. I like to talk a lot. The way I like to talk. So YouTube is so fitting for me. I like to talk. And recently, as I grew older, I started to realize that I actually love my alone time. Me and my alone time, we are the best of friends. I think I started to realize that me in my own space, it's okay, because I don't really need to go out. Like, I don't really need to be the girl of the streets. I really don't need to be all over the place, so let's do makeup while I'm yapping. So I'm a YouTuber right now. I'm employed by YouTube. Hoop speel. Even as ek nog nie gesubscribe nie, of wat noem hulle die ding? Gemonetize nie. Alles 'n keer gemonetize nie. I'm a YouTuber. So when you see me in the streets, say hi Mona from YouTube. Yeah. So first moisturizer, I am going to use sunscreen. I don't wear a lot of makeup these days because I don't go to work. Like, I don't have to show up for an office or something like that. So I just use sunscreen. So today we're going to talk a little bit about consistency. I think like that's such a word that has been underrated for what it really is. Consistency really is like the motor of things getting done, because if you are tracking growth within yourself, girl, it's gonna take you a lot of time to get to that point where you check off your goal, because consistency is the building blocks to a disciplined and routined life, basically. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight in here. Try to be consistent with a routine for 3 months. I terribly failed at every corner I could find. But the one that hurted me the most, the one that made me realize, Kore, Mona, you need to get back onto your game right now, is me making excuses to not go to church. Do you know how shocked I was? I was like, no, definitely I was not aware of what is going on here. It's polluted. Like, why would she make an excuse to not go to church? Like, church is her place where she finds peace, serenity. Then I realized, oh, you've been falling in the trap of not showing up consistently for church. Now it's easy for you to be like, nie die weekie. So I was like, okay, fine. Now I get the grip. I get the drill. Guys, I did my brows offline already. I always kill my brows, but they always kill me in the process of me creating them. So I will not attempt to do it online. I'm gonna have to dedicate the day to do a brow video. Even then, my brows change with my mood. And my hair. Like today, I don't have any hair on. I just have my natural hair with a doek. So my brows needs to speak English. Can you see them? But on a regular day, my brow is thin. On a regular day, my brow is thin, and I love it when it's thick, and I love it when it's thin. I just love the fact that I can manipulate the brow. So I was like, okay, fine. So the fact that I'm not consistent in my routine, my church routine, means that I'm lacking in other routines as well. I need to wash this on 12 because I get a lot of questions. People asking me how to do those on 12. It depends on how I feel. What the thing knows, there's a concealer, there's a concealer, what I'm using, like, it just depends. I'm just doing my face so I can leave after this and go get this video in a coffee shop or somewhere and give it to you guys. I'm deviating, so at the point here, I am a mama of a child that depends on me to make ends meet. So okay, Mona, so you have been inconsistent in your routine of going to church, so which means you have been lacking and inconsistent in other areas of your life too. Let's do introspection. I come to find I have really been chilling. I've been chilling. So now I'm trying to get out of my chilled vibe and get the bag, because The bag needs to be secured. I gotta do what I gotta do. So then I told myself, okay, fine. I haven't been consistent. I haven't been obedient to my routines. What now? What now? Then I realized I need to change my routine. I need to figure out how to create a new routine with better structures, better goals, and better future monas. And I was like, oh my word, girl, this is gonna be a lot of work. And I was like, what? It's not gonna be a lot of work. I literally have like 9 months left or plus to make this work. Why not? Why not make it work? Like, why not make it work? And I'm so excited. But I want to tell you something about consistency. Consistency is the yeast in the dough. Without the yeast, the dough cannot rise. So, in order for you to be consistent, you have to understand the rules and the game of consistency. So, if you made it till this far of the video, oh my word, thank you. Let's break it down. I just feel like having a full beat now that we're going into the real gems of things. I wrote things down, so if I go down, I look down at looking at my notes. So first note here is, this is now the rules of consistency. The rules of consistency, rule number 1. There's only 5 rules, so you better save this video, you better come back to it and listen to what I'm saying. 5 rules. Rule number 1, it's never a task, it's always a pleasure. It is never a task, it is always a pleasure. Here you are literally going to hijack your brain into thinking that the things that you didn't want to do but were of benefit to you, these things are now nice to do. You're going to brainwash your brain and say, it is never a task to wash the dishes, it's always a pleasure to wash the dishes. And when you wash the dishes, you are going to put on some music that's going to make you feel lekker. Now, it's the same for somebody who needs to study. It's never a task to study, it's always a pleasure to study. Somebody that needs to edit their YouTube videos, it's never a task to edit my YouTube videos, it's always a pleasure. You know, you get what I'm saying. It's never a task to do my laundry, it's always a pleasure. So the second rule of consistency is, I'm once again reading, so find pleasure in the things that are worthwhile. Find pleasure in the things that are worthwhile. You know, let me tell you this. Most of the times, things that are worthwhile aren't nice to do. You know, why is saving up worth the while? Why is it? Because it secures a financial future for you in an economy that is constantly changing, in an algorithm that is constantly changing, in a world that's constantly changing. Today I can be sitting here wanting to be monetized to get paid by YouTube, and tomorrow YouTube can just close down. God forbid it happens, because I need to get this YouTube money. God forbid, but things can change. Y'all saw how TikTok disappeared for the Americans. What happens for the Americans can also happen to the whole world. Y'all know what happened with Kovivi. We're not gonna go there. The rules of consistency number 3. Measure your outcome. Whenever you go and embark on a journey to becoming consistent in something, you need to measure your outcome. Because if you are not going to measure your outcome, why are you consistent then in the first place if you're not going to measure your outcome? Because what your outcome is going to do, your outcome is going to make you want to do more things than going to release that dopamine out of your brain. Do you understand what I'm saying? I think number 4, in my opinion, of consistency would be celebrate your small wins. Number 4 is celebrate your small wins. Let me write it here. We did this together. You guys are so clever. Celebrate your small wins. If you're not gonna celebrate your small wins, baby girl, who's gonna do it for you? Your boyfriend that cheated on you last night. Your boyfriend that cheated on you last night. Your boyfriend that cheated on you last night. Ek het nie daai gesê nie, dit was Mona B. Dit was nie Simone nie. But then anyways, to each your own. Now we're just doing a little bit of a setting spray. I love the brand Ushas. Ushas. I love the brand Ushas. It's my brand, man. It's my brand. Like, if I don't have money but I want to go and spoil myself with makeup, Ushas is the girl. She's the girl that she says she is, okay? She is that girl. I don't know where she is, but she might be from Japan or something, but she's the girl that she says she is. I want to just add a little bit of highlight. This is my highlighting palette. Also, Ushas, I mean, like, ik is al gezegd, Ushas is like, go, wat zeg het is. Is like, go, Ushas. I don't know who. I haven't seen Usha's influencers. I would like to be a Usha's influencer. Usha's, Ujala, en die naam klink nog as Ngawa. Dan my dogtertjie se naam moet wees Usha's. Hallo Usha's. Guys, let me get serious. We are at number 4. We need a 5th one. You guys help me with the 4th one. I really can't pick y'all's brain like that. What are we gonna do? Oh, we're gonna oh, jy kom so baie happy die straat uit. I'm a killer, but don't push me. If you've made it this far to this video, thank you so much for staying tuned to an inconsistent babe that's trying to get consistent. If you watched all this far, thank you so much for appreciating me sitting down in my room filming for y'all. I mean, beautiful. I've reached the end of the video, guys, so I'm going to sum up everything. Consistency can be a giant, but if you eat it piece by piece, you can overcome it. So how do you stay consistent? By applying the rules of consistency. First rule, it is never a task, always a pleasure. Find pleasure in things that are worthwhile. Third thing, because if you find pleasure in the things that are worthwhile and are worth your time, you are not going to waste your time with things that are not worthwhile and not worth your time. You get what I'm saying? Third one, you have to measure your outcome in order to be consistent, because when you measure your outcome and you see that you've won here and you can improve there, it makes this thing a little bit interesting. And the second last one is going to be celebrate your small wins, because if you don't celebrate your wins, who's going to celebrate your wins for you? Last but not least, make that shit count. I tell you guys, make that shit count. You went on that journey for what reason? You're gonna stop for why? Why did you come so far to stop now? Make that shit count. If you wanna create a YouTube channel, make that shit count. Create that channel, create that banner, create that intro, start that new video, get up, get in front of a camera, a window, do that video. There's a lot of noise out here. I'm doing my thing. Thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. I love you guys so much. Let's meet each other again next week here. Love you. Bye.